Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to this edition of Wise Conservatism's Videoside Chat. You are listening to Robert the Infidel Garding, and now on with the video. Back 100 years ago, especially around Woodrow Wilson, what happened in this country is we took freedom and we chopped it to bits. The truth in that statement by Ron Paul is so scary that true Americans would almost weep at the thought of what he was implying there. Because right now we have elected as a president someone who wishes to tear our freedoms and our liberties to bits, starting with our Constitution, which he thinks is a flawed document. And the sound of his axe chopping down the foundation of this nation can be heard all over the world, to the resounding sounds of everybody asking him, "What part of no don't you understand, sir?" This whole idea of federal government taking over health care is something that is fundamentally wrong and totally goes completely against the Constitution of this United States. And for the most part, we the people do not like what you are doing. But, of course, you do not care. Can you hear me talking here? Is this microphone on? Greg Garrison in Indianapolis on WIBC says this all the time. Are you listening? I think not. It seems that since they cannot get this stupid bill of theirs passed through the House and then through the Senate, through the Senate and then the House like it's supposed to be, that they are going to now circumvent the law and the Constitution and deem it passed, even though no votes have been cast for this thing. And this is going above the above the objections of the Republicans, all the Republicans, some of the Democrats, and good 75 to 80% of the people. Article 1, Section 7 of the Constitution says, "Every bill which shall have passed the House of Representatives and the Senate shall, before it become law, be presented to the President of the United States." This does not mean to ignore what the people are saying and pass this idiocy over the objections and non-voting of the House. This, by the Constitution, cannot become law without it going through the vote in both the House and the Senate. A lot of us learned this on Sesame Street when they discussed how a bill becomes law. It didn't seem all that hard to me then, and it really doesn't seem that hard to me now. Why are they making it so damn difficult? They are making it difficult because they don't want to follow the law of the land. They don't want to follow what the Constitution dictates that they follow. And Obama himself has said he's not a scholar on the Constitution. Maybe he should be, so that he will follow what the Constitution says he can and cannot do. But he doesn't want to do that. That doesn't follow his agenda. He and they are showing their true colors and their desires for this nation by saying the Constitution is bad and should not be followed. Surely, if this video gets out, like I think it probably won't, but hopefully sometime somebody will see it, they, the White House, and Obama, and Pelosi, and Reid, and all of them, will try to debunk me by saying I do not know what I'm talking about. I read the Constitution. I may not be a scholar of the Constitution, but I have friends who are. And they agree with me. You do not mess with the Constitution. It needs to be followed, and they are not, and they will not. Nancy Pelosi actually said this, and I quote, "I think of an economy where people could be an artist or a photographer or a writer without worrying about keeping their day job in order to have health insurance, or that people could start a business and be entrepreneurial and take a risk but not be job locked because a child has asthma or someone in the family is bipolar. You name it, any condition is job blocking. That is her trying to tell us, so, we need to have this socialized health care so that we don't need jobs to keep it. The problem is, with socialization, eventually you will run out of other people's money. And with the people of the United States wide awake now and watching everything that you in Washington are doing, now is the time to start listening to me. Now is the time to start listening to all of the people who are out in this nation telling you people in Washington, stop what you're doing because we do not like it. You will be voted out if you vote for this bill. Mark my words. Medicare is broke. Social Security is broke. Medicaid is broke. Amtrak is broke. The post office is broke. What is the common theme for all of these things that are broke? They are government run. Who in their right minds with that track record would give health care into the hands of the same people that have broken everything that they have put their hands on? These words from Judge Andrew Napolitano, speaking at the Campaign for Liberty convention, ring true, my friends. The government has no place trying to run health care. It is unconstitutional. The government has no place trying to run the auto industry. It is unconstitutional. The government's place is not where they are forcing themselves into. It is like I've said before, the American people are watching you closely. The free market system depends on people who are enthused and anxious to build their own businesses and make a success of them. What you, Mr. President, are doing is destroying that optimism and that desire to do what the free market system in this country needs to have to survive. In other words, Mr. President, you are killing this nation. All this talk about how the economy is coming back is just that, talk. It may be coming back now, but when the taxes that you are proposing come due, your economy is going to tank, and it's going to tank bad. This is Robert, the Infidel Guardian, with this latest edition of Wise Conservatism's Videoside Chat on this March the 19th of 2010. God bless you all. God bless our troops. God bless America. Until the next video, have a good day.